The young girl is a nurse. He killed his fellow, a doctor in a hospital, and broke its body into more than 2,000 pieces. Rushed into the sewer. So what is his relationship with this doctor? Why did he kill the doctor? Share with you today. The branch case of Li Fengping in Yulin, Guangxi. End of March 2020. In a rental house in Yulin, Guangxi, several residents found that their sewers were blocked. Then, they invited pipe dredging workers to clear the pipes, but accidentally took it out from the sewer. Pieces of cooked minced meat. So they found the landlord. The landlord lives on the first floor of this house. He said my toilet happened to be clogged too. Then, the pipe unblocking workers came to the landlord's house to help him unblock the pipes. It actually came from the toilet pipe of the landlord's house. I took out more than 10 kilograms of minced meat. At this time, Duan Sudonggong said something. Gives everyone the creeps. He said the meat didn't look like pork. Not like beef or mutton. It can't be human flesh, right? So the landlord quickly called the police. After some investigation by the police, confirmed that the fat is human tissue. At the same time, the police thought of a disappearance case 2 days ago. A woman came to report the crime. Said that her husband could not be contacted. And this woman's husband. It is the First People's Hospital of Yulin City. Deputy Chief Physician Luo Yuanjian. The police immediately took Luo Yuanjian's DNA. Compare with this pair of minced meats. I found out that it was exactly what I saw with the naked eye. So the police teamed up with the fire department. Connect all sewer pipes in this rental house. Inspected and cleaned. A total of 2,368 pieces of cooked meat were found. And several broken human bones. In this process, the police also identified the suspect. Just rent. A woman in this rental house. She is a nurse at the First People's Hospital of Yulin, Guangxi. 25-year-old Li Fengping. And the landlord of the rental house also saw it twice. Luo Yuanjian came to the rental house to find Li Fengping. Police quickly arrested Li Fengping. At trial, Li Fengping's expression is calm. No quibbles. He quickly admitted that he had killed Luo Yuan. He said that around 10 p.m. on March 20th, Luo Yuanjian was drunk and came to the rental house to look for him, asking to have sex with him. He felt humiliated. So I used a computer cable. The drunken Luo Yuanjian was strangled to death. But the police have questions about Li Fengping's confession. Rarely see anyone. Someone who kills people directly after being sexually harassed. And the police also learned. This is not the first time Luo Yuanjian has come to his rental house. The true relationship between the two. It's not as simple as Li Fengping said. So his motive for killing. Maybe it's not that simple. Under continued police interrogation, Li Fengping finally told the truth. It turns out the two are lovers. So 25-year-old Li Fengping. Why did you find a male doctor in his 50s? Being a lover. This has to start with Li Fengping's growth experience. Li Fengping was born in a rural family in 1995. She is the eldest daughter in the family. There are 2 younger sisters and a younger brother below. Because the family burden is heavy. Li Fengping's father, Li Cheng, works outside all year round, feeding a family. And Li Cheng has another wish. He hopes all 4 of his children will go to college. Can completely change the fate of their family. So their 4 children. No one dropped out of school. As the eldest daughter in the family, Li Fengping. He didn't live up to his father's expectations either. He was admitted to Guangxi nursing major at the University of Chinese Medicine. His younger siblings were also influenced by him. Results are good. Later, his second sister was admitted to a normal school in Guangxi. My younger brother and younger sister also attended Fan University. During high school and college, Li Fengping is the most beautiful girl in their class. But she is also the most simply dressed girl. Because her family has no conditions, let her wear beautiful clothes. It's good that the money her parents gave her can give her enough to eat. But young girl, it is inevitable that you will be influenced by the classmates around you. I saw other students wearing beautiful clothes, use good cosmetics, carrying a designer bag. Li Fengping felt very sad sometimes. Finally, he couldn't resist the temptation and applied for a campus loan. Overdraft in advance. Bought myself beautiful clothes. Dress up nicely. But what follows is, he has to spend all his spare time to be a tutor, to repay the interest on campus loans. This kind of day of tearing down the east wall to make up for the west wall make Li Fengping feel that money is too important. Their school is in Nanning City. It costs more than 200 yuan to travel back to his home from Nanning. Li Fengping is reluctant to spend this money. So he only goes home once every year during the Chinese New Year. He spent the rest of his time in Nanning. Li Fengping finally graduated from college in 2017. Because of his excellent grades. Good image. So I successfully passed the school recruitment. Entered Yulin, Guangxi. First People's Hospital job. Have a stable job. Li Fengping. Slowly paid off all my previous loans. It can be said that he felt relaxed at this time. His parents are also very proud of him. But the money you make as a nurse is very limited. Because Yulin is next to Guangdong. Influenced by Guangdong. There are many lottery shops on the streets of Yulin. Locals are very keen on buying lottery tickets. Li Fengping who wants to make more money. Unable to resist the temptation, I started buying lottery tickets. At first he only bought it offline for 10 yuan and 20 yuan. Later he registered an online account called Lucky Airship account. Start buying online lottery tickets. Gradually it developed into hundreds or even thousands of buyers. There is a saying that 9 times out of 10 you bet, you lose. Li Fengping, who just started working. Not only did he lose all his salary, I also borrowed a lot of money from many colleagues. They all lost too. In desperation, he can only apply for a loan from the bank. But because he just started working, the bank did not approve his loan. If Li Fengping could find her way back at this time, no more lottery tickets and a down-to-earth job, then his life is still beautiful. But gambling is harmful to people. Can't stop after winning. Even if you lose, you still want to make up for it. So Li Fengping. At this point, I really couldn't stop the car. Then, Li Fengping had the idea of becoming a male doctor in the hospital. Li Fengping set the target. Targeted the director of their department. 51-year-old Luo Yuanyuan. He thought Luo Yuanyuan looked amiable. Easier to talk to. So one day after get off work, he texted Luo Yuanyuan and said, "Can you lend him 200,000? Unexpectedly, Director Luo did not hesitate at all. Text him back and say it's not a big problem. Did you encounter any difficulties? Then ask him to go to the hospital. Interview at a hotel 2 kilometers away. Li Fengping happily went to the appointment. But this step he took, it also put him on a path of no return. After arriving at the hotel, Luo Yuanjian asked Li Fengping. What do you want to borrow 200,000 yuan for? If I lend it to you, when can you pay me back? Li Fengping nervously replied, Don't worry, director. I will return it to you as soon as possible. Luo Yuanjian smiled and said to Li Fengping. Your monthly salary is only a few thousand yuan. I can only earn 50,000 to 60,000 yuan a year. Even if you don't eat or drink, it's 200,000. You have to work for 4 years before you can pay me back. How do you want me to believe you? Li Fengping's face turned red and she didn't know how to answer. At this time, Luo Yuanjian glanced at Li Feng meaningfully. Ping whispered to him that it was actually easy to handle. I'm not short of money. You only need to accompany me once to satisfy me. I'll give you 50,000. And I don't want you to return it. Li Fengbin looked at him and his father. Naked ships of about the same age. He actually made such a request. He instinctively wanted to refuse. But he needs money too much. So he took it easy. I told Naked Ship that 50,000 is too little and I want 80,000. As a result, Luo Yuan agreed immediately without even thinking about it. Afterwards, the two of them checked into a hotel room. Luo Yuan will give it to you the next day. 80,000 yuan was transferred to Li Fengping's account. Once this gate is opened, it will be difficult to block it. Because for Li Fengping, this money comes too easily. He became addicted to gambling. And start using the money to spend at the same time. Dress yourself up. In the next 4 months, the two of them checked into the hotel 13 times in total. Luo Yuanjian transferred a total of 250,000 to him. Due to the epidemic in 2020, it's inconvenient for them to go to the hotel and book a room. So Luo Yuanjian stayed in a rental house near the hospital. Rented a house for Li Fengping. Make it easier for them to date. Around 10 p.m. on March 20, 2020. Luo Yuanjian arrived at Li Fengping's rental house after drinking. When she entered the house, she asked Li Fengping to accompany her. And Li Fengping was not in a good mood that day. That's a bit of a neglect Luo Yuanjian didn't expect. Luo Yuan said angrily to Li Fengping. If you don't take good care of me, I will make it impossible for you to stay in the hospital from now on. Do you believe it or not? In addition, I can also tell people about the money. I lent it to you. You will have to give it back to me when the time comes, believe it or not. Luo Yuanjian's words. It really stimulated Li Fengping. Because this job means a lot to him. How can he be a nurse in such a good hospital? It's his parents' pride. It's also the face of his whole family. However, Luo Yuanjian threatened him and said that he would not be able to continue. Wouldn't that mean destroying his job? Are you tearing his face apart? In addition, he actually said that he wanted the money back. Then wouldn't my time spent with him be in vain? He is simply too shameless. Plus this period of time together. Li Fengping despises this from the bottom of her heart. Old, lustful, sanctimonious man. So at this moment, he suddenly had an evil thought. He wants to kill Luo Yuanjian. And once this idea comes out, just out of control. So at about 1 o'clock in the morning that night, Luo Yuanjian was lying on the bed after drinking. When sleeping like a dead pig, Li Fengping pulled off a computer cable more than 1 meter long. He strangled Luo Yuanjian's neck until he is strangled to death. After, he unlocked his phone with Luo Yuanjian's fingerprint and transferred 98,000 yuan from his Alipay. The next morning, Li Fengping goes to work in the hospital normally. After get off work, he returned to the rental house. It took a full 20 hours. Dismembered Luo Yuanjian's body. Finally rushed into the sewer. November 20, 2020. Guangxi Yulin Intermediate People's Court. The first trial sentenced Li Fengping to death. Li Fengping appealed against the decision. Then on August 20, 2021, the Court of Second Instance upheld the original verdict. The final verdict sentenced Li Fengping to death. Execute immediately. I don't know what you think about this case.